Welcome back to my channel, the #1 place to start your natural journey while embracing a natural lifestyle full of self-love, confidence, and determination. In today's video, I am going to be going over the do's and the don'ts. I'm actually just going to go over the don'ts when it comes to natural hair, the natural hair community, and its allies. So, if that interests you, keep watching. So if any of you all are familiar with The Real, that is a talk show. They touch on different topics that are either trending. I love this show, by the way. And this particular topic, or it was relating to natural hair and the infatuation with people wanting to touch it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you this clip and we'll be right back.
This touching hair incident?
Yes, we can.
That went viral.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there was a video that was on the Shade Room of a young black woman who was sitting, and basically her co-workers were touching her hair in shock and amazement. She had a twist out of her natural, and they were like, oh my goodness, look at, what is this?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It feels different.
And we have a video that we would like to show you so you can get an idea of what we're talking about.
It's so weird. You've never seen natural black hair. No, it's just so it grows like this.
Oh no.
Okay, so to say the least, that clip was cringeworthy. Like every moment of it, it just made me want to lose it. I, for one, have a similar experience where a coworker decided to touch my hair without my permission, and it made me very, very, very uncomfortable. So I thought to myself that obviously people are ignorant to the things that they do, or at least they like to act like they are. So for those who don't know and you want to be an ally to our community, I decided to go over some don'ts that you just should not do under any circumstance. So the #1 don't is do not touch a natural person's hair. Period. It doesn't matter how cool you think you are with that person. It is very invasive of a person's personal space. Only touch a person's hair if you ask. And then even to have to ask someone, and then what if they say no? It's just very awkward. So, I mean, my suggestion is just do not do it. It just makes no sense. And if someone so happens, you decide to go ahead and do it, and they allow you, don't pull on it like it's hair that's growing out of their head. The concept is not that confusing. And for those who feel like, I don't think it's a big deal, you may be in the natural hair community and you don't think it's a big deal, because everyone doesn't feel this way. But for those of you who aren't a part of the natural hair community and you just don't get like why we make such a big deal about it, well, think about it like this. Excessive manipulation, which would be you fondling in my hair, can lead to breakage. So why would I want you touching and playing in my hair after I've gotten every strand in place like it needs to be, just for you to put your dirty hands in my head and possibly cause friction and break my strands? It just doesn't make any sense. On top of the fact that if an individual gives you permission to touch in their hair, and this is a setting like the video in the workplace, that person may feel obligated to allow you to touch in their hair because they're maybe trying to move up in the company or whatever the case may be. But that's not my story, because if you touch in my hair, you're definitely going to get reported. I'm going to feel violated, and I'm going to think that's harassment. Point blank, period. So for me, it's always going to be a no. Next up, don't say things like your hair is weird or strange. It's nothing strange or weird about natural hair, and it's actually very offensive to call my hair weird. Natural hair is unique, and I have absolutely no problem with being unique because it is different. It comes in so many different textures. You can do so much with natural hair, and I am all for being unique. I even have a place where other naturals like myself can go and share your natural experiences, as well as offer inspiration and insight to the techniques and tools that you're using on your natural journey at my IG page, curl conformations that I created very recently because I wanted to be able to connect solely to my natural hair community in an attempt to engage with my audience more often, because I don't post every single day and I'm trying to post at least twice a week, but it's very, very hard. So I feel like this is another way that I can share tips and things that I'm doing, as well as creating an inclusive environment where we can talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly sides of our curls. So please make sure you take a moment and check out that page. Make sure you follow, because I will be posting there whenever I'm not posting on YouTube. Moving right along. So I feel like this one definitely needs to be said, and maybe a lot of people don't feel comfortable, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there. Keep your opinions to yourself. Naturals do not do their hair for other people. We do it for ourselves. So if you don't like our hair a particular way, then that's just your business. That's a you problem, not a me problem. And I just feel like it's not needed. It takes a lot of courage for any woman to either chop off all their hair and start over and embrace the natural strands that are growing out of their head. So for you to come along and say, oh, well, I like your hair better when it's straight, nobody asked you. And that's just facts. So if you can't say something nice, or you can't uplift and be encouraging, then just keep it to yourself. And that leads me into the next don't. Don't call me names. You may be doing it in a joking way, or even maybe it's not a joking way and you kind of really trying to shade me. But calling me Whitney Houston, or saying, oh, hey there, Shaka Khan, like whatever you're getting off by doing that, like it's just really not needed. To try to be funny, you really missed the mark with it, and you could just not do it at all. Because at the end of the day, the tone does matter, and a lot of naturals may not have a problem with this, because it does depend on the tone. And if we didn't grow up together and we not family, we really not that cool like that, just to be honest with you. So it's in your best interest to just call me by my name, the name that I gave you to call me, because it's all ha ha ha, and really at the end of the day you kind of trying to shade me. But again, it depends on the tone, and I just don't like to play like that. Like if we're just not that cool, don't play with me. Go play with your kids. Move on. Now I think this one is one that I might get some comments about, but I really don't care, because this is just how I feel. And you guys can voice your opinion in the comments, because that's what this channel is for. But I need all non-naturals, stop asking insulting questions. Questions like, are you mixed? Or how do you sleep with all that hair? Like, ma'am, first and foremost, it's very insulting for you to ask me if I'm mixed. And the reason why that's insulting is because you're implying that an African American or black girl, whichever you prefer to be called, could not grow this type of hair out of their head. It's very insulting. And that's why I do not like it. And when people have asked me that or have made little jokes, like, it's just, don't do it. Like, it's not needed. You can be an African with this type of hair. Like, I just feel like the misconception that people have of what a typical hair type is, and for this type of black person or this person, like there are Ethiopian women that have hair texture like me, and they are African. It's the lack of knowledge and ignorance. So if you do not know, just don't say things like that, because it really can rub someone the wrong way, and somebody might check you, and they wouldn't be wrong if they did. I definitely want to start a conversation in the comments. For all my naturals that are out there, please drop all of your don'ts that I didn't mention in today's video in the comments, because I'm sure it's way more than what I've talked about, but we only got so much time. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you go ahead and like it, and please, out of all the videos, please share this one, because so many people need to hear this. Share this with the natural hair community as well as non-naturals and allies, because this is just something that needs to be shared and said. If you did like the video, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be notified as soon as my next video drops. And as always, I'm a little different, and different is love. See y'all in the next one. Bye.